been a little under the weather, y'all, but I still want to give y'all this content. I just want when I was pricing that job for those hats, man. I was just thinking about people. A lot of times, you get these things, especially with embroidery, man. Embroidery is hard to just go by a strict price line. I know some people try to use the format of the 1,000 stitches of $1,000 per 1,000 stitches, but when you add stuff like foam, where these things are placed, if you have to re-hoop stuff, you got to use multiple hoops, like you got different placements. I gotta, it may be a 15,000 stitch job, but if you want 7,000 stitches here and then 7,000 stitches on the other side, and I gotta re-hoop, you got to put all those things into into play when you're quoting and pricing these jobs. One of the key rules, though, I want to tell y'all, man, as you begin in shops or whatever, initially you're gonna be dealing with your friends and your family and so forth, and you're gonna be nickel and diming and really cutting yourself short. But the key thing I want y'all to get from this little short video is don't be desperate. Don't be thirsty. Okay, don't be thirsty for the job. Oh, I'll do it for that. You're gonna kill yourself. Okay. That last job I showed y'all with the 3-sided hats, I charged $22 a hat. And some people, you may be saying, they be like, man, that was way too much. It was 15,000 stitches. It was it was a little over 15,000 stitches, but it was it was 3-sided. Now, yeah, that machine can do 3 sides with one rotation or whatever. But for 25 of the hats, I had to show y'all where I had to stand there. I had to watch that darn thing turn because those original snapbacks, the brim too wide. All right, now the other hats, all those hats that curve like the Richardson stuff, it'll do it. It'll work for them, but them flat bill curve hats is not suited for that. They had that in mind when they put that feature in there. So I had to stand there. But anyway, even if I didn't, it's 3 sides of the hat. It's $5 for placement on the hat. You want it just on the front? I might could have did the hat, 5,000 stitch hat with just the front, man. I might could do it for 10, 12. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere from $10 to $15 a hat, depending on how many you get. But each side, if you want something put on the back, it's gonna be $5. If you want something put on the sides, it's gonna be $5. Well, this person wanted 2 things. He wanted on both sides, so that was extra $5, and then $12 for the front. So that's how I calculated that. And really, and then if somebody want foam, man, you charge extra for foam. All right, because you got to be digitized a certain way, and it's more work. It's more work. It's more work, not just for you, but your machine too, man. Sometimes, man, you put too much foam on that thing, man, the machine be hollering. So, you got to charge for that stuff. So, don't be desperate, man. Don't, because you'll mess around and get yourself in some, in some mess, man. Look around. Look at the pricing around you. Look at the time frame around you. Give yourself some time. A lot of these embroiderers that do the hats, I did some pricing around. They need at least 2 weeks. They're not gonna do nothing under 2 weeks. So if somebody needs something under that time frame, man, charge for the rush. Charge them for the rush. So at $22 a hat, man, it really should have been about 25, I feel. But even at 22, the buyer, said, okay, let me call you back, and then he looked around, priced around, and it was like he went on and paid the invoice. So don't be desperate. Don't just give in to these folks, man. Understand your work. Stand behind your work. Stand behind your quality. And if you lose some, you lose some, but you won't be out here, working and not really getting paid for the work that you're doing. Okay.